All right, back in the shop again. Can you guess what we're here for? Yep, the back pulley. So I was on a double-headed pine stump earlier today. When it's that wide, I have to do two streaks side by side. And when you do one side and create a mound of chips, and you go to the other side of it and the wheel kind of rides on the chips, it makes the machine sit uneven. And then when you're doing that, as you're bringing your head across, that head is level with the machine. So if the machine's uneven, it's going to cut uneven. And so the side that it leans down on, that head's going to cut deeper into the ground. In that case, what had happened, the stump on the right hand side was up higher. So when I went in, I was uneven, and the head came down and dug deeper into the stump. So I took a way bigger chunk than I should have. The machine started hopping. It's a very common thing. You got to pay attention, know how to spot it. It's nothing big. You just let off and back it up, level everything back out, and go right back to grinding. But after it started hopping this time, I backed it up, was moving the chips to level them out to get back level to a level grind, and I could hear this thing, a slight knock, almost like a bearing going out. Just got to looking at it, put my hand on it, and I could take it and I could wiggle this pulley side to side. So I already knew what it was, them set screws. And a guy on the last video talking about how I put too much Loctite on it. I appreciate the input, I do. I'm not opposed to any input. I like to hear what people say because I learn from it. But once I got this thing taken apart, no time at all. This is the Loctite I use. I use the stick, so not the liquid. And all the Loctite that you saw around the head of the screw was basically all this got rubbed off at the entrance of the hole. I don't know how. Probably because one side of the hole is threaded and one side's not. So it kind of wiped it off. Yeah, when I pulled the screws out, the screws were completely dry Loctite, and it was all caked around the head, and none of it had hardened. But basically, the screws had popped loose. I came back. I had this thing tore down and back together within an hour this time. Super quick. When you've done it 2 or 3 times already. So popped it off, pulled the screws out, cleaned them off because they had dirt and grime all over them. Cleaned the holes where the Loctite had built up around the hole. And then this time, what I actually did, you can see my torque wrench down there. I put it on 50 foot-pounds. And I found this in the manual. The manual says those set screws are 20 foot-pounds. Turn it, hammer it, see if it moves anymore, turn it again. With the wrench and see if it moves, hammer, and repeat 2 or 3 times. So my torque wrench only goes to 50 foot-pounds. I said, screw it, I'm putting it up there. Got up here. This time I left the belt on so I could grab the wheel with my foot and my hand up here on the top and put actual pressure on it. I never even made it to 50 foot-pounds before it started actually twisting the bit. That was not as twisted as the other ones. I got 2 odd size holes in the screws. But it started twisting it. So there's plenty of torque on this thing. And also this time I used what orange Loctite I could find in my cabinet. I don't know how good it is. It's been a while. It's probably sun-baked and frozen and who knows what. But I put that up there this time. Maybe that'll work. Who knows. Anyway, appreciate y'all watching. And I'll catch you on the next one.